starting with the defending Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. Give me your record prediction for this year, man. Overall, anything special you see coming from them in this season?
So this is just one of those situations where it's the Chiefs, and I'm gonna have to see it to believe it for anybody else to win this division itself.
Yeah,
Pat Mahomes is just way too good at playing the position, uh,
right.
and so right now I have them at 13-4,
Yeah,
slightly worse than last year, but not by a whole lot. They're missing Juju Smith-Schuster, which I don't think is a huge deal, but it is something.
right,
They're missing a few other people. Frank Clark is no longer there, so it's one of those
right,
situations where I think there's probably a little bit of a step back for them, but by not much at all. So
right.
I have them. The things I did write down here, though, are just some notable losses that I can see on their schedule since there's only four of them.
Yeah.
I do have them losing technically back-to-back games, one before the bye and one directly after the bye. That's the Dolphins game and then
Me
the Eagles
too.
game. I think the
Yeah.
Eagles are going to. I'm biased.
It's
I'm gonna be
okay.
honest with you, but I think the Eagles are going to be pissed off about the Super Bowl. They just are. And
Yeah.
I don't know if Kansas City is going to be, as up for it. They may,
Yeah,
but it's just one of those like emotional games where they
for
might not
sure.
be as up for it as the Eagles. Then I have the Bengals, them losing to the Bengals late in the season,
Yeah.
and then the Chargers late in the season as well, which I think is one of those situations where they probably already have the division wrapped up, and
Yeah.
they're probably not even playing their starters in that last game against the Chargers. So that's where I'm going with that.
Yeah, very, very possible. I will say with everyone in the AFC West, just a little bit of a peek outside of the Raiders, just absolutely just getting demolished on the year. I have the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos all splitting with each other, and then all of them sweeping the Raiders as well. So when you look at the Chargers and the Chiefs possibly playing on at the end of the year, I think that could be an instance. And this was a big talk about the 17th game coming in with the seventh seed in the playoffs. Now only the one seed gets the bye. I think you're talking about that Chiefs Chargers game towards the end of the year. That could be one that I think a lot of people are going to turn into. Yes, the Chiefs could have it wrapped up. I'm going to lean more on the side, though, that I really think the Chargers will be competitive. And I actually shocked myself as I saw where the Chargers were going to finish out here. But great take on the Chiefs, no question. We know they're an awesome team, and I'll always be excited to watch Reed and Mahomes cook up anybody on the field, even if it's your Eagles, which I love Jalen Hurts, even if it's my Saints. We've both witnessed it in recent memory, so we totally understand the wrath that they bring. I'm going to have Kansas City going 12-5 overall, so just a hair underneath you. 7-2 at home, 5-3 on the road. I think they're going to start 6-1 actually on the year. It's going to be a close win to the Jaguars. I think they're going to have a close loss to the Jets on the road as well. I really like what that Jets defense is going to bring. I want to say that's around week 4. And then they're going to also have, excuse me, I think they're going to be starting 5-2 if I'm not mistaken, because I have them losing to the Jets and then also losing at the Broncos in week 9 as well. They get an awesome week 10 bye week, which kind of pisses me off for the defending Super Bowl champs, but it is what it is. They're going to be 7-2 going into that bye week. And anytime you can place it in the middle or just a little after in the middle of the season, it's always going to benefit you. I've got them finishing second in the division because of how the schedules play out. And this isn't a slight saying that the team that's going to finish ahead of them is actually going to, absolutely blowing it out of the water. They're going to wrap it up, go represent the AFC. Absolutely not. But when you look at the Chiefs' schedule, they've got some games on there that could really go either way. And I'm not doubting what Reed and Mahomes and Kelsey and that entire franchise is capable of. But yes, finishing second in the division, got them going 4-2. They're going to sweep the Raiders, split with the Chargers and the Broncos. Again, very competitive division here. And when you look at just the Chiefs' schedule overall, kind of getting into it here, outside of Chicago in week 3, the Chiefs really have it cut out for them in the first 11 weeks of the season. I mean, you go take a look. You've got Detroit to open it, Jacksonville, Chicago in week 3, like I said, the Jets in week 4, the Vikings in week 5, Denver in week 6, Chargers in week 7, Denver again. I mean, it's just coming on right here. Miami week 9, your Eagles, like you said, in week 11. They're going to play a very good stretch of teams here. Weeks 8, 9, and 11, you got Denver on the road, Miami at 9:30 in the morning, and then you've also got Miami's defense, I think, really wins here for this game at 9:30 in the morning. Could be a possible shootout with Tua's offense, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, loving what Mike McDaniel did early in that year. And then Philadelphia at home, but I'm with you. I think Philadelphia wins that Super Bowl rematch. So when you've got Denver, Miami, and Philadelphia, that's going to be 3 straight losses right there for me. So kind of an interesting stretch of the Kansas City Chiefs there, but I got them going 12-5 overall, finishing second in the division.